Hi, Kelly Clement here from MetaStock. One of the questions I'm frequently asked is, how do I know if my trading system works? Well, today I'm going to show you in MetaStock an easy way to test to see if your system has worked well over time, and that is called the system tester. So let's go ahead, jump right into MetaStock and show you how the system tester can help you identify if your trading system works. Okay, so now that we're in MetaStock, what we're doing is we're looking at a chart here that's showing us a current MACD buy signal. And then you can see the MACD indicator at the top. It's just crossed its signal line, so it's generating that buy signal. And the question always is, well, how do I know if this is a good trade to take? And it's difficult to know just looking across it and looking at the buy and sell signals. And that's why we've put together the system tester to help you test your strategies against a list of stocks or a specific stock to see how well it's performed over time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Power Console in MetaStock, go into the system tester, and what we're going to do is we're going to select this MACD expert system here. And we're going to put it against the NASDAQ 100 list of stocks. Now you can do this any system that's built in. You can make your own systems. You can put it against any list of stocks. This is just our example here. And then what you can do is you can tell the system tester how you trade. So you can come in and say, well, I like to trade long only. I go short. I go both. You can set it and tell it how long you want to test over. We're going to look over about 5 years worth of data here. You can set how you want to test, what time frame, so daily, weekly, 5-minute, 30-minute, depending on the version of MetaStock you have. And then you can come in and you can set your trade options. Now, trade options are basically just a fancy way of saying, well, how do I trade? What's my style? So we can come in here and just quickly set some of our selections. I can say how much money I have in my trading account. So in this example, I'm going to say I have $100,000 in my trading account. And what I'm going to do is say I'm willing to risk 20% of that at any given time. So that's what's going on. So if my money goes up to 200,000, well, then I'm risking 20% of 200,000 versus 100,000 if it goes down, so on and so forth. And then I can come in here and I can set what my commissions are, what it costs me to get in a trade, what it costs me to get out of a trade. I can set margin requirements. All these types of things are very customizable inside the system tester. I can also set what we call realistic market prices, and I can vary how it gets into a trade. And all realistic market prices mean is just, well, if I get a buy signal today, well, I'm really getting in on that trade on the next bar, in the open of the next bar. So you can set how you want to get into the trade, if you want to account for slippage, those types of things. So those are some of the things that we can set in the system tester. There's actually more that we can get into, but again, this is just to introduce you to the system tester and what it can do. So now what I'm going to do is just run my system tester, and it's going to go through, in this circumstance, and put the MACD against this list of 100 stocks. And it's going to help me identify which one of these trade the best using the MACD. So you can see here it's gone through 57-62% of these already, so it's crunching these numbers very quickly for us to help us identify the best opportunities. And now I can view my results. Now, there's a lot of information that's available in the system tester. We're going to cover some of the information that's available to you in here. So let's just look at this. So we have a list of all the stocks here alphabetically right now, but what I can do is come in and rank by net profit. I can see which one traded best over time. So I can see in this example, Broadcom has traded the best over the last 5 years using the MACD. It had a 45% gain with 98 trades, 52 winners, 46 losers. So there are still a lot of losers in there, but my winners were big because they're about the same there. So we can quickly identify that. Let's just look at some of the detail you can see in the system tester. So we have a full overview of all the trades that were placed, your performance. You can see how it did if you would have bought and held, your unprofitable trades, your profitable trades. All this information is available in a report to you here. You can look at every order that was placed throughout time. You can look at all the positions. But in this quick presentation here, the one I'd like to show you is the equity line. And the equity line is basically what my money has done over time. If I have a nice smooth growth of an equity line, well, that tells me that the system has performed consistently. It's worked well over time. So you can see here, so I've gone from 100,000 to that 148,000 approximately over 5 years, and it's a nice smooth equity line. It's kind of consistently performed. So that helps me quickly identify that, hey, my money, the money that's put into this trade typically performs very well. Well, is that always? Well, no, but this tells me that it consistently works and tends to work pretty well. So this is a good indication of what's going on with your money. So this is the type of equity line I like in a trade. Just to show you some other quick examples here. So let's just grab another one here. We'll just choose any of them, look at the equity line just to show you some differences. Again, there's a pretty smooth equity line. It's not as much growth, but it's performed well over time. And let's just go maybe down to the very bottom here and take a look at the last one and see how it's performed. Okay, so here's the opposite end of it. So we have an equity line that has not performed well over time, especially recently. So taking a look at it, Broadcom versus this security, well, Broadcom seems to have performed well over time, so that's more of a trade that I might be more interested in. So that's a quick overview of things you can do with the system tester. Now, there's a lot you can do with the system tester. You can test specific securities, you can test multiple systems against multiple strategies, and you can get really granular with it. But the system tester is really a tool that's designed to help you as a trader get in and understand if your system has worked well historically. And that's the power of the system testers to help you identify that. So I hope you have found this video informative and has given you a good introduction to the system tester and what it can do. And I invite you to go in and try MetaStock to see if it can help you in your trades. Thanks for watching.